Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for being here. Today is episode 2 of my weight loss journey. This is a little bit further along than I wanted to film it. I wanted to do it sometime last week and things just got crazy. So I'm going to tell you guys all the things. This video, I 100% promise you, will be less than 37 minutes. I realized after I finished filming that first episode that it was really long, but there wasn't really any way for me to trim it down. I think it's really important for me to, especially for myself, to just make sure that I'm documenting everything and to make sure that I am like putting all the information out there. That way people know kind of what I'm doing and what's going on if you're following. So as always, make sure you guys hit that like button if you enjoy. Also subscribe. It helps out my channel a ton. If you guys have any questions or anything that you want to know, you are more than welcome to drop them in the comments. All my contact information is down there. I have my website linked. It's got all my socials, my email, and yeah. So anyways, this is episode 2. If you guys are finding this video, if you can go back and watch episode 1, that's probably going to be helpful for you. But a really quick overview is I've kind of started this new weight loss journey where I went to my doctor and I specifically asked her like how many calories I should be eating, what that looks like from a doctor's perspective. And I've never had that conversation before, and it was really eye-opening to me. This is, I'm filming this on Monday, November 1st. It'll probably go up today as well. But this is day 1 of week 4. So I am almost a full month into this plan. I'm going to share with you guys what's been working for me, what's not been working for me, what I'm going to talk to my doctor about and see if we can adjust, and just overall my thoughts. And then I'm also going to share with you guys how I've incorporated my Modere products into this process as well. So I told you guys in the first video that in my first week, I lost about 10 pounds. My math was a little bit off. I went back and I re-subtracted it after I finished the video. I actually lost 8 pounds, like almost exactly, which is still crazy amazing. But I just wanted to clarify my addition was a little bit incorrect there, or subtraction, I guess you could say. The second week, I lost, I think, like 2.5 pounds. And then this past week, I weighed in. This past weekend on Saturday would have been a full, like 3 weeks. I lost a full pound. Now, I'm going to share with you guys kind of why that weight loss has dramatically decreased and all the things. But yeah, so what has been really easy for me, what's been exciting for me, is still being able to eat bread. I've always kind of eaten whole wheat bread instead of white. I've been doing that for a long time. But having the freedom to have a bowl of oatmeal, have some toast with my breakfast, you know, eat like a piece of wheat non-bread with a salad, or just not be totally restricted from carbs. Like I said before, everything is different. Every person is different. If keto works for you, then boo, you keep doing you. If a low caloric plan works for you, then you keep doing you. So I think that you should just do what's best for you and what works for you. But I also do know that low caloric plans can be unhealthy and unsafe. So just be careful with that. Make sure that you're getting that information from someone who's certified, or, you know, you talk to a doctor, pharmacist, whatever. This, of course, is all my opinion and my experience. I'm not a doctor. I told you guys that if you wanted a copy of my meal plan that I received on my 2,200 calorie diet, that I would share that with you. I'm by no means saying that that's what you should go start doing, because this was given to me based on my current weight and what goals I wanted to accomplish. So that's why I think it's really important to have that conversation with your doctor or your pharmacist, or if you have access to a nutritionist, for them to actually help you calculate the amount of calories that you should be eating with how much weight you want to lose. I think a lot of people will say that, oh my gosh, losing 8 pounds in a week is unhealthy, it's unsafe, it's too fast. It's 100% untrue. Weight loss is very different for each person. The weight that I am starting out at is considered the obese category with my BMI, with my weight. I am 100% healthy. Otherwise, I'm not pre-diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't really struggle with any other, you know, medical issues other than low vitamin D, which a lot of people in the state of Michigan have. It's pretty common, and I'm sure a lot of other states too. So while the BMI scale and your weight is important to pay attention to, it also doesn't tell the whole story. So when you're looking at where you start at with what your weight is and how drastically you're changing your lifestyle, that's going to depend a lot on how much weight that you lose. My first week when I started this, I went from eating probably like 800 to 1,200 calories a day to 2,200 calories a day. And so I think as soon as I started fueling my body properly, it was like, oh, great, we can start burning fat and doing all the things we know to do. I didn't realize I wasn't eating enough calories before. I was following another plan that I had found, and based on what my doctor told me, it was not even close to enough calories, which is why I was actually gaining weight and not losing any weight, because my body was going into starvation mode. It was holding on to all that food that I was intaking because it wasn't sure when the next meal was going to be, because I wasn't giving it enough calories. So I hope that makes sense. But a lot of times when you change your lifestyle that drastically too, and you stick to it, you're going to lose a lot of water weight when you drink more water, which sounds backwards, but it's not, I promise. Water is very, very important too. Even if you're not on a weight loss journey of any sort, you need to make sure that you're drinking lots of water, because it helps a lot of your body function, helps you stay regular in the bathroom department, helps your skin stay hydrated, helps your organs function properly. Like, water does a lot for us. And even if you don't like water, find a way to alter it. Use like a no sugar added, mixer or something like that that can get you drinking it, because it is really important. Something that's been really difficult for me is the snacks. This plan is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then it's 3 snacks in between each of those meals. Not anything crazy. It's like nuts and a piece of fruit, or string cheese and some whole grain crackers, or like hummus and some raw vegetables. Generally pretty easy, accessible things. I think just after the first week or two, I kind of got a little bit lazy and complacent and just didn't prepare well. I've also had a really busy few weeks. My life is always going to be busy, and I can't use that as an excuse, which is why me filming this is really helpful to me too, because it helps me to sit down and go, look, I didn't do all the things I know I should have done, and my weight loss probably could have been higher. I'm still really proud of where I'm at, and I'm excited to continue, but I'm just, for me, recognizing that maybe the extra snacks is not working for me. So I'm going to talk to my doctor and just be like, look, is there a way that I can increase the amount of calories at each meal and not eat something in between because of my schedule and all the things? And if she says, yeah, you can do that, then great. And if she says, no, you really need to get the snacks in, that I'll find snacks that are convenient and just do it, because I want to make sure that I'm healthy and it's something that I can continue on. I just haven't really developed that habit yet, if that makes sense. So the snacks have been really difficult. I think the other reason why I didn't see as much weight loss the second and the third week is because this whole first month fell in the process of my birthday. There was a couple of birthday parties, excuse me, and just some different celebrations, things like that. I feel like I did pretty well. I really allowed myself the freedom to have a piece of cake at my party, or to, have some pie or some lemon bars, whatever it is that I made for my family members. I already knew that was going to happen. I had already made a decision when I started this plan. The reason why I wanted to start it was because I wanted to develop a lifestyle. I wanted to develop a healthy relationship with food. And for me, family and food are really tied together. Friends and food are really tied together. I love baking. I don't do it a lot. I generally only do it when special occasions are around, because of, if I bake something and I leave it in the house, I generally tend to eat it. But I don't want to live in a lifestyle where I can't go to a birthday party and have a piece of cake. And I'm not saying that's where everyone is going to be. Some people, it's really important for them to cut out sugar for the rest of their lives, and that's okay. But for me, it's not really realistic. I know that I'm generally addicted to sugar, and I need to definitely cut it back. But I don't particularly want to live in a place where I can't go to a birthday party or a celebration or a wedding and feel super guilty about having a piece of cake. I just think that that's stupid. I want to enjoy a piece of cake. Having a piece of cake, a few pieces of candy, some cookies is not going to ruin your diet. It's not going to ruin your entire life, and it's not going to make you gain any weight, quite frankly. If you look at what the caloric intake has to be, you actually have to intake an additional 3,500 calories in order to gain 1 pound of fat, is what that is. So snacks have been really difficult for me. The past week, I've kind of gotten out of the routine. I don't think I'm hitting that 2,200 calorie mark. This is a lot of food. It's a lot of food. It's actually been difficult for me to get in all the calories. I don't think I've really been that successful, through the whole 3 weeks, if I'm being completely honest. I think that maybe like a third to half of the time I've gotten in the calories. But if I'm going to be completely honest with my doctor and just say, this is kind of what I struggled with, and I struggled getting in these calories, and she may say, I want you to do a whole nother month on the 2,200 calories, then that's what I'll do. But I just want to make sure that I'm being honest with her. So I, like I said, am really proud of the steps that I made in this first 3 weeks. Losing 11 pounds in 3 weeks is a pretty big deal. We also have to recognize, though, that the scale is not the only say-so. I forgot to take pictures the first day. I used some old ones from several months ago, and so now I have current pictures as of like last week. So in 4 or 5 months, obviously there'll be a pretty big difference. Also took measurements. As you lose fat, you know, your weight will generally go down, but at the same time, if you're doing other things like adding an extra protein or weightlifting or whatever, and your muscle increases, your weight may not decrease, but your clothes will fit looser, your measurements will go down. So it's really important to remember that when you're on a journey of weight loss or moving your body in a different direction, to make sure that you're not being obsessive about getting on the scale. I only allow myself to get on the scale once a week, because if you get, in my opinion, if you get on the scale any more than that, our weight as women fluctuates so much. With water weight, it fluctuates when we're on our cycles. It fluctuates when we're upset. It fluctuates when we don't drink enough water. It fluctuates when we drink too much water. So getting on the scale is not really a great determination as to what you're accomplishing, if that makes sense. I've noticed that a lot of my sweaters are starting to fit a little bit looser. My husband even mentioned after the first week, he noticed, which I thought was interesting, the first place he noticed I was losing weight was on my back. I actually obviously have like a few rolls back there, and he's like, I've noticed that those are kind of going down a little bit. So that's pretty encouraging. Overall, it's been a pretty pleasant experience. I'm excited to weigh in and chat with my doctor and see kind of what the next step is. You guys also know that she prescribed me an appetite suppressant, which is kind of similar to what I was taking with my Modere Burn anyways. That's an appetite suppressant, natural energy. I'm sure it is different to a certain extent because this is a medication and the burn is something you can get over the counter. Every single day, my routine as far as my Modere products hasn't really changed. What I've been continuing to take is my trim and my trebiotic, which I told you guys in the last video. I was actually going to do my routine with you guys on here. Every morning, either while I'm cooking breakfast, while I'm eating breakfast, before I take my trim, and I've got my Modere spoon. This is like a exact tablespoon. This is the lemon trim. It's really good. I also really like coconut lime. I also really love our chocolate as well. And then our trebiotic is pre, pro, and post gut health. So it's like way better than just a probiotic. It has all of the parts in it to really function at like its highest level. And so I actually just sprinkle this on my trim and take it all together. And then this is what I do once a day, and it's all I have to worry about. I am taking my collagen at night before I go to bed, but that doesn't really, I don't really know that that changes anything for weight loss. So this is kind of my daily routine. Like I said, the flavors are really delicious, and it's super easy to incorporate. And I'm going to tell you why these products are important for what I'm doing and what I'm continuing to do. So good. Get it all off the spoon. So, if you guys have not seen any of my other videos, you know that, or you don't know, I suppose, that our trim is a clinical dose of CLA. It also has our patented award-winning type 2 and hyaluronic acid collagen matrix in it, which helps to restore skin. As you start to lose weight, your skin starts to kind of, hang or whatever. Collagen, especially a type 2 liquid collagen that's really potent and absorbent, is going to help with that process. So not only is that type 2 collagen helping my skin as I start to lose weight, it's going to help tighten things and make it not as loose. The clinical dose of CLA is a supplement that helps your body to inhibit fat storage. It also helps your body to reduce the size of your fat cells over time, which is why it's called the lean body system, because it helps to change your body composition. So this is not necessarily like take this 1 tablespoon a day and you're going to lose all this weight. This is like take 1 tablespoon a day and what you're already doing, whether you're super active, you're super aware of what you're eating, and it can help reduce that fat percentage and increase your muscle tone, which is generally what a lot of people look for. So I'm not really looking for this to help me lose weight, so to speak. I'm more excited about the fat cell reduction and the type 2 collagen that's in there that's going to help my skin kind of stay youthful and tighten as I start to lose weight. Your pre-pro and postbiotic is once again super important for gut health. I think that was all the things that I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to keep this video a little bit shorter. And so basically that's where I'm at. I'm going to go into the doctor at some point this week. And then of course I'll give you guys an update and let you know kind of where I'm at. I'm excited to continue sharing with you. And I also want to throw in there that today, November 1st until midnight is the last day that you can get the Lean Body System at like up to $40 off, like literally $40 off. That's not just like it's a bundle save. That's an additional $40 off the bundle with the Trebiotic. Plus you're going to get a free bag of our chocolate protein powder. So if you're interested in that, definitely need to check out my links in the comments. All of that stuff is going to be just right there. Of course, if you have any questions, you can contact me, but you definitely want to go order today if you want to take advantage of that and give the Lean Body System a try. If you already have your eating kind of where you want, you know, you're eating the proper amount of calories, adding in the burn and the trim and the activate once a month plus the Trebiotic can do just make a huge change in your world. So I think that's all the things, guys. Let me know if I missed anything. Please drop any comments below if you have any questions at all. I appreciate you guys. All the comments have been really great and just a lot of questions, and I appreciate that. I'm happy to answer anything that you guys have. Excited to share more with you as we get closer to the holidays, and I'm just pumped to be on this journey and excited to be sharing it with other people who can benefit from it. So thanks, guys, so much for being here. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a great, blessed day. All right, bye. Mwah.